Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be working with the North American Arms mini-revolver. Okay, it's a small little thing that right now I'm keeping in a pocket holster. Okay, this is a good gun for those days where you got shorts on, you got a tank top maybe, and it's a choice between not carrying a gun at all or carrying something. Okay, so this is something. So since I sometimes carry this, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some drills with this. I'm going to be shooting two targets, one target at about 15 feet and another target over there at 20 feet. Alright, so I shot a total of 4 shots. Okay. These 2 shots are right on top of each other. Alright, that was at 15 feet, and I got two shots over here. A little further apart, but still, well within the paper. Now, before you say, 22, because obviously this is a 22, what's it going to do? Well, what I have here is a piece of wood that is 1.5 inches in diameter, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot this wood, right? That's 1.5 inches diameter of wood. All right. Put that back in. And here we go, 1.5 inches of wood. And as you can see, it made a nice little hole here. Came all the way out. Okay, I tested. You can see there's 2 holes here because I tested this earlier, and you can see it basically came right through the back of the wood. Okay, so if it can go through 1.5 inches of wood, I think it is plenty potent. And the other interesting thing to know is that right now I'm just shooting 22 long rifle. Okay, this gun will also take 22 Magnum. Okay, so I'm practicing with a 22 long rifle. It got through 1.5 inches of wood. So a 22 Magnum will be, a little bit more effective. So I think that this is a great gun for, when you have when the choice is basically not carrying anything because, it's a hot day and, you're wearing clothes next to nothing. I think that this is a great gun to carry. Now, one of the things I will say is with this particular gun, you have to practice with it because when I pull the hammer back, one of the things that you'll notice is that there is no rear sight on this gun, okay? There's only a front sight. So what that means is that, I have to practice this so I know how to position that front sight so I can hit my target every time, okay? As you saw over there, I got 2 really good shots. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to show you how to reload this. And what you do is you pull the, the cylinder pin out, okay? When you do that, you move the gun into the half-cock position, okay, so that it comes out of the frame. I'm then going to use the cylinder pin to punch out the empty cases, okay, and I'll take the 22 long rifle and I'll put them into the cylinder, into each chamber. Okay, so that's my cylinder, okay, with 5 rounds. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it into the frame, and then what I'll do is I'll take the pin and I'll run it through. There's a little button there. Now there is a safety notch in between the chambers. That's where I rest the hammer. Okay, this way the hammer is not resting on top of the primer. Okay, this gun does not have a transfer bar or anything like that, so you have to, if you're going to carry it with all 5 chambers loaded, you have to rest the hammer on one of those notches. Okay, I believe that later models of this gun do have a rear sight, so that's an option. One of the things I'll notice is that I'll mention is I did get the larger boot, what they call boot grips for this gun, because basically I'm able to get basically 2 fingers. If you get the if you use the standard grips on this gun, you'll only be able to get 1 finger on it because it stops right there. And I found that basically I could not realistically shoot that gun very well. So just by getting the slightly larger grip on this, where I can get 2 fingers on this, I'm able to get nice, reasonable shot groups. Okay, so I really like this gun. And what I'll do is I'll let me put this back in the holster, and I'll do another round over here with these targets. Alright, so I shot a total of 4 rounds. I still have one in the one round left over in the chamber. Let's see what our groupings look like over here. We got 2 hits on the paper. And again, we got 2 hits on the paper. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with this. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you guys next time.